Greetings, dear learners. Welcome to CEC Gurukul lectures. In the previous session, we talked about the accounting errors and why there is a need for rectification of errors. What are the stages of rectification of errors? Wherein we talked about the first two stages of errors. That is, if rectification of error is done before the preparation of trial balance, and the second stage is rectification of error after the preparation of trial balance but before the preparation of final accounts. In today's lecture, we are going to talk about the third stage, that is, if rectification of error is done after the preparation of final accounts. Again, there are two types of error, as I already told you, that a one-sided error and two-sided error. So in stage 3, we are going to talk about both the types of error. So if rectification of error is done after the preparation of final accounts, after the preparation of a final account, that we are rectifying these errors in the next accounting year. So if it is a one-sided error, if the errors are detected after the preparation of final account, the following steps should be carefully followed. Rectification of errors at this stage is done in the same manner as it is done in stage 2, that is, rectification of error after the preparation of trial balance, except that nominal accounts in the rectification entries are substituted by profit and loss adjustment account. So if any account, any head which is pertaining to the nominal account, so if in any entry, if wages are coming, salary is there, commission is there, all those heads which are coming under nominal account are to be substituted by the profit and loss adjustment account. The balance in the profit and loss adjustment account is transferred to current year profit and loss account as per the prior period items as per accounting standard 5. Let's understand this with an example. The discount allowed was not posted to the discount account for rupees 500. If discount allowed and it is not posted to the discount account, then what would be there if we have rectified this entry after the preparation of trial balance? I am telling you both the cases. If it is done, rectification is done after the preparation of trial balance, and if it is done after the preparation of final accounts. In first case, it is given discount allowed debit to suspense account with rupees 500. If rectification is done after the preparation of final accounts, in this case, as I told you, whenever there is any item which is coming under nominal account, that is, all the items of trading and P&L account are to be substituted by the profit and loss adjustment account. As you can see, the entry in second case, we have recorded the same entry, but instead of recording discount allowed, since it is a item of P&L account, so all the items which are of trading and P&L account are to be replaced by the P&L adjustment account, and we have credited the suspense account. So if we are rectifying the errors after the preparation of final accounts, the important thing which we need to consider, all those items which are coming under, that is, all expenses, losses, income and gains are to be substituted by profit and loss adjustment account. Why we are substituting all these accounts with the profit and loss adjustment account? Since we are rectifying all these errors in the next accounting year. So all those items which can affect profit, so all the items which are coming in trading and P&L account can affect profit. So we are rectifying this error in the next accounting year. So that's why instead of recording it with the particular name, that instead of recording it with the discount allowed name, we are replacing it with the new account, that is profit and loss adjustment account. In type 2 errors, that is two-sided error, rectification of error at this stage is done in the same manner as we have done in the stage 2, that is rectification of error after the preparation of trial balance. It is also same that except nominal accounts, the rectification entries are to be substituted by the profit and loss adjustment account. So in both the type of error, whether it is a one-sided error or it is a two-sided error, that if any account which is pertaining with the nominal account, that has to be replaced by the profit and loss adjustment account. If any item which is pertaining with real or personal account, then we'll record the name of that particular account. If the accounts are located after the preparation of final accounts and both the accounts in the ordinary rectification entry are nominal account, then no entry is passed. Let's understand this with an example. In any general entry, there are two accounts, one is salary and one is wages. Both are the nominal account. In that case, no rectification entry would be passed. The balance of profit and loss adjustment account is transferred to the current year profit and loss account as per the prior period item as per accounting standard 5. Let's understand this with an example, that wages paid rupees 2000 for the installation of machinery charged to wages account. So whenever we are paying any installation charges for the installation of machinery, I already told you in my previous lecture, if we are paying something for the installation of any asset, that has to be added to the cost of asset. So this is not a revenue expenditure, this is a capital expenditure. We have paid charges for the installation of machinery, so this has to be treated as a capital expenditure. So machinery should be debited. By mistake, what we have done, instead of debiting machinery, we have recorded it as a wages account, in a wages account. The rectified entry would be machinery account debit to wages account. Why we have credited this wages account? Since by mistake we have recorded wages, we have debited wages. So now to rectify, we have to do the reverse. So wages account was debited by mistake. Now we have to make it rectified. We'll reverse it, that credit. We'll make it credit. The rectified entry is machinery account debit to wages account. If rectification is done after the preparation of final accounts, as you can see the first entry, in the first case, this rectification was done before the preparation of final account, that is stage 2. If this rectification is done after the preparation of final accounts, the entry would be machinery account debit to. Instead of writing wages account, since wages is an expense, on all type of expenses, losses, incomes comes under nominal account. I told you, whenever there is any head of nominal account or any item of trading or P&L account are to be replaced by profit and loss adjustment account. The simple thing, if we are rectifying the entry before the preparation of final account, then in that case we have to rectify as we are doing. But if this rectification is done after the preparation of final account, all the items which are coming under nominal account are to be substituted by the profit and loss adjustment account. Let's take one more example. Wages paid rupees 1000 posted to purchase account. In ordinary rectification, the rectified entry, when we have paid wages rupees 1000, so the the correct entry should be wages account debit to cash, and wrong entry which what we have done is purchase account debit to cash. We made this wrong entry. The normally rectified entry would be wages account debit, and by mistake we have debited this purchase account, so this would be reverse. The rectified entry would be this case would be wages account debit to purchase account with rupees 1000. But since this rectification is done after the preparation of final accounts, and both the account, that is wages account and purchase account, are pertaining to nominal account, and both the items, since both the items are pertaining to nominal account, in this case no entry would be passed. Let's understand the complete transaction, completely all the stages, that if rectification is done before the preparation of trial balance, if rectification is done after the preparation of trial balance, and if rectification is done after the preparation of final accounts. So there are some transaction given to you, and the first transaction is purchase plant for rupees 10,000 wrongly passed through the purchase account. If we have purchased plant, then the entry should be purchase this plant account debit to cash, and by mistake, instead of recording it as a capital expenditure, that is asset, we have recorded it through the purchase account. The entry should be, there are the three stages, that is before the preparation of trial balance, after the preparation of trial balance, or after the preparation of final accounts. So in the case 1, if it is a case 1, that is first transaction, by mistake we have recorded this purchases, but what we have to do, we have to record plant, we have purchased plant. So in that case the entry should be, correct entry should be plant account debit to cash. What we have done, we have recorded it as a purchase, that purchase account debit to cash. The rectified entry would be plant account debit to purchase account. As you can see in the stage 1, in stage 1 the entry is say plant account debit to purchase account with rupees 10,000. If this rectification is done after the preparation of trial balance, the entry is same. If rectification is done after the preparation of final accounts, the entry would be plant account debit to, instead of crediting purchase, since purchase is pertaining to nominal account and all the items which are pertaining to nominal account are to be replaced by a profit and loss adjustment account. The next transaction is sales day book was cast short by rupees 1,000. Casting means total. So we have done totaling of the sales day book with short with rupees 1,000. So how to record this? If this rectification is done before the preparation of trial balance, so in this case sales account will be credited with rupees 1,000. I told you if it is a one-sided error, then in the stage 1 the concern account will be debited or credited. If it is stage 2, that is after the preparation of trial balance, then in that case, since we have recorded lesser amount of sales and the nature of sales, that this has to be credited. So sales account will be credited and there is no account to be debited. So in that case we'll open the suspense account. The entry would be suspense account debit to sales account. And in the third case, entry would be suspense account debit to, instead of recording it with the sales name, we'll replace the sales account with the profit and loss adjustment account. All the items which are affecting profit, all the items which are the items of the trading and P&L account are to be replaced by the profit and loss adjustment account. The third transaction is cash paid to Mr. X for rupees 1,000 was posted to his account for as rupees 100. We have paid cash rupees 1,000 to Mr. X. In this case, the entry should be Mr. X to cash, Mr. X account debit to cash account with rupees 1,000. It was posted to his account as rupees 100. So wrongly posted in his account with rupees 100. We have recorded the lesser amount. So in this case the concern account will be debited with rupees 900 if the rectification is done before the preparation of trial balance. If rectification is done after the preparation of trial balance, then X account debit to suspense account. And if rectification is done after the preparation of final account, the entry would be X account debit to suspense account. It remains same. Why? Because this particular journal entry, it does not involve any nominal account. That's why it is not replaced by the profit and loss adjustment account. Transaction number 4. Purchase goods from Mr. T for rupees 3,500 was entered in the purchase day book as rupees 500. That we have purchased goods from Mr. T for rupees 3,500 and it was wrongly entered in the purchase day book as rupees 500. The correct entry should be purchase account debit to T account. And if it is done before the preparation of trial account, if it is done after the preparation of trial account, the entry remains same. And if it is done after the preparation of final accounts, then the purchase, which is a expense, and all type of expenses comes under nominal account, this has to be replaced by the profit and loss adjustment account. The last transaction is paid salary rupees 3,000 wrongly passed through the wages account. We have to record salary, but by mistake we have treated it as a wages account. So in the first case, that is stage 1, if rectification is done before the preparation of trial balance, the rectified entry would be salaries account debit to wages account. Why we have credited wages? Because by mistake we have recorded wages. So whatever you have done by mistake, that has to be reversed in accounting. In case 2, stage 2 as well, we will pass the same entry. But in stage 3, that if this rectification is done after the preparation of final accounts, in that case, since you can see both the accounts, salary account and wages account, both the accounts are of nominal nature. It comes under nominal account. And I told you, if any account which is pertaining to nominal account has to be replaced by profit and loss adjustment account. So instead of salary account, we'll write profit and loss adjustment account, and instead of wages account, we'll write profit and loss adjustment account. So there is no point of recording this, doing this entry, that profit and loss adjustment account debit to profit and loss adjustment account debit, because ultimately this entry is not affecting net profit. So in this case, when both the accounts are of nominal nature, no entry will be passed. Let's take one more comprehensive example, that Mr. A closed his book of account on December 2018. In spite of a difference in the trial balance, the difference was rupees 8,800. So in spite of all the efforts, he closed his account and on 31st December 2018, and the difference of the trial balance was showing credit being short of rupees 8,800, and it was carried forward to a suspense account. As we all know that if your trial balance does not tally, and if any side, that is debit side or credit side, falls short, we make him tally. We make the trial balance equal by opening a new account, that is a suspense account. And we know the suspense account is a temporary account, unless until we got to know about for what reason this error is there. So we open a temporary account, and that account is known as a suspense account. So the trial balance is showing a difference of rupees 8,800, and this trial balance was tallied with by opening a suspense account. In 2019, the following errors were located. That in this question he is talking about the next year. So you have to identify when this rectification was done. Whether this rectification was done before the preparation of trial balance, or after the preparation of trial balance, or after the preparation of final accounts. As you can see in this question, that it is written clearly in 2019, that is in the next year, the following errors were located. That means after the preparation of final accounts, this error was located. The first transaction is given is sale of rupees 4,000 to Mr. B was posted to the credit of Mr. C. So how to rectify this? This entry will be rectified by Mr. B has to be debited. So whatever we have to debit will be debited, and by mistake we have credited Mr. C. So by mistake we have credited Mr. C would be debited again. That whatever we have done by mistake has to be reversed in the accounting. So Mr. C would be debited here, and to suspense account, because since we don't know what to be credited in this case, so suspense account would be credited. So the entry would be Mr. B account debit with rupees 4,000, Mr. C whom we made him credited by mistake would be debited to suspense account with rupees 8,000. The next entry transaction is the total of written inward book for November 2018 of rupees 3,000 was not posted in the ledger. That we have not recorded this written inward book for the November 2018 of rupees 3,000 this was not posted in the ledger. How to rectify this? Since written inward book is an example of which comes under this trading account, and all the items which are there in the trading account and profit and loss account are to be replaced by which? Profit and loss adjustment account. So in this case again we'll replace it with the profit and loss adjustment account. The entry would be profit and loss adjustment account debit to suspense account with the given amount. The next transaction is wages paid for rupees 2400 for the installation of machine was posted to the wages account. As we all know, whenever a machine is installed, that is added to the cost of that particular asset. So in this transaction, when we are paying any amount for the installation of installation of a machine, this is an example of a capital expenditure. But by mistake, instead of recording it as a capital expenditure, we treat it as a revenue expenditure, and we have debited wages account. So what we have to do, we have to debit the machinery account. Instead of debiting the machinery account, we have recorded it as a wages account. We have debited the wages account. So what should be the rectified entry? Machinery account debit to wages account. There is one more mistake in this particular transaction. Wages paid was rupees 2400, and when we recorded this entry, we made a mistake that we recorded it as a wages account and with the wrong amount as well, with 4200. So how to rectify this? Machinery account debit to wages account. Ordinary, we do this entry, machinery account debit, and whatever we have recorded, that is by mistake we have debited wages account. So whatever we have done, we have to reverse there. So wages has to be credit. But instead of recording wages, we have replaced this wages account with the name profit and loss adjustment account. So the correct entry is machinery account debit to profit and loss adjustment account. This account is being replaced by the wages account. And there was a difference, since wages was recorded with rupees 4200 and the value of the machinery which we have to record is 2400. So there is a debit balance. If there is any balancing figure and we don't know for what reason it is coming, then we'll close it with the suspense account. In this particular question, at the end of this, it is given that Mr. A follows the practice of writing of depreciation at 10% by diminishing balance method. This is the method of charging depreciation. There are two methods generally we adopt, that is straight line method and WDV method. So he is charging depreciation on the asset at the rate of 10% by WDV method. Since when we are showing in our journal entry that the value of machinery is increasing, we are recording this machinery, we are debiting this machinery account. So accordingly we have to charge depreciation. So the value of the machinery is increasing with rupees 2400, so accordingly we need to charge depreciation. So the entry for charging depreciation would be depreciation account debit to machinery account. Since we are rectifying these general entries after the preparation of final account, so depreciation is an expense which comes under nominal account, and this account has to be replaced by the profit and loss adjustment account. So instead of writing depreciation account debit to machinery, what we have recorded, profit and loss adjustment account debit to machinery. And the amount of depreciation would be, the value of the machinery is 2400 and the rate of depreciation is given in the question is 10%. So on 2400 at the rate of 10% is 240. The next transaction is, while carrying forward the total in the purchase book to the next page, rupees 54,000 was written instead of rupees 36,000. What we have done? While carrying forward the total of purchase account, what we have recorded? By mistake we have recorded the wrong amount, that is 54,000 instead of recording 36,000. How to rectify? The rectification entry should be generally what we do for passing this rectification entry. By mistake we have recorded the higher amount in the purchase account. Higher amount, I am telling you. So we have recorded the higher amount in the purchase book. Generally the balance of the purchase account has to be debited. So the entry would be suspense account debit to purchase. Since we have recorded the higher amount, when we record the higher amount, in that case we pass the reverse entry. So the entry would be suspense account debit to purchase account. Since we are doing this rectification after the preparation of final accounts, so in place of purchase account we'll replace this account with the name profit and loss adjustment account, and with the difference amount. With the difference amount we have to record 36,000. Instead of recording 36,000 we have recorded 54,000, and the difference amount is 18,000. In case of higher amount, we'll pass the reverse entry. In case of lesser amount, we'll pass the same entry. Now it is a suspense account. How to prepare suspense account? All entries which are pertaining to suspense account will be posted here. As it is given in the question that suspense account is showing a balance, opening balance, it is shown on the credit side. As you can see, on 1st January, always opening balances are shown on in the beginning of the year, that is on 1st January or 1st April. So it is shown on 1st January 2018 opening balance by balance BD. We always write opening balance with the brought down, B/B/D means brought down, and it is given in the question that 8,800, and all entries which are pertaining with the suspense account are shown here. That is, we as you can see, first entry we have debited Mr. B and Mr. C, so this will be posted in the suspense account on the reverse side, that is on the credit side, by Mr. B 4,000, by Mr. C 4,000. In the next entry, profit and loss adjustment account debit to suspense account, this will be posted in the suspense account on the credit side by profit and loss adjustment account with rupees 3,000. Next entry wherein we have mentioned this suspense account with rupees 1,800, this will be recorded in the suspense account to suspense account 1,800. Similarly, we will prepare the suspense account, and as you can see, automatically the total of suspense account is equal. There is no balance left. That shows कि whatever the mistake was there, whatever the error was there, is resolved now. Now there are no errors. It might be possible कि after the preparation of this suspense account, after the rectification of error, the suspense account still show the balancing figure. That means still there are some errors. If suspense account is automatically equal, that means there are no errors are left, all the errors are resolved. If errors are if suspense account still shows some balance, that shows there are some errors which are to be detected. The next account which we have prepared here is profit and loss adjustment account. So all the entries which are pertaining with the profit and loss adjustment account are posted here, and on the debit side we have written to suspense account 3,000, to machinery account 240, and on the credit side by machinery account 2,400, by suspense account 1,800, by suspense account 18,000. So we have recorded all the transactions which we made. At the end, to tally it, to make it equal, we have to find out the balancing figure. As your debit side falls short with rupees 18,960, so balancing figure of this account will be transferred to the profit and loss account of that year as per accounting standard 5. Thank you so much everyone for today. In the upcoming lecture we will talk about the final accounts. Thank you everyone.